Welcome back to Zone 1 Adventures. Today we're checking out the Valley of Fire at Nevada State Park, located about 40 miles northeast of Las Vegas on I-15. The first stop here we're going to check out is the Petrified Logs. The logs are all fairly near each other. They're in fenced-off areas, so you can't get in there and take pieces of it. Not that anybody watching this would do that, but these apparently were all washed down from some ancient flood, and this is where they ended up and got covered in sediment and therefore petrified into rock. This is the new visitor center. Should be open fall of 2025. Next stop is the cabins. These were created by the Civilian Conservation Corps back in 1935 when this was first, or right before this was declared a state park. They're all basically made out of stone. This here is a monument to John J. Clark, who basically died out here as he was traveling between St. Thomas and Las Vegas. The Arrowhead Trail comes through here. The Arrowhead Trail is actually a pretty long trail. It goes all the way past like Baker and into Barstow. Here's a listing of all, some of the trails. This is the famous elephant sandstone sculpture. To me, that looks like a high-top sneaker. So when you're out here, there's lots of stuff that you can, make out of the rocks. This is looking back towards St. Thomas. I love windows. This stretch of road in Valley of Fire gets photographed a lot. Here's another, this is a fairly easy route, Mouse's Tank, and the really cool thing about this trail is all the petroglyphs. Just everywhere you look, you will see petroglyphs. I mean, they're just literally everywhere. To me, that looks like a stack of bighorn skulls. That may be like rain. Nobody really knows, though. You can see a horse there and various other symbols. I mean, look at that. It's just covered. A little bit of a close-up. You can see the bighorn sheep in there. That one on the left, I think, is a prickly pear. This is Mouse's Tank. After it rains, that tank there in the middle gets full of water. Here's another panel that's just got tons of petroglyphs. Is that like a hand and a bear claw? Here's a really old one. You can tell because the patina has reclaimed the symbol. White Domes is another cool hike. This one you can do. There's a short loop hike, or you can do a hike through the slots. Valley of Fire's had quite a few movies filmed out here, including like Star Trek Generations. When you get to the bottom of the hill, take a left to go to the Slot Canyon, and the White Dome Loop goes to the right. This is one of the slot canyons here. Notice that rock on the right, how the veins go right through it. So that rock has been there and everything eroded around it. The nice thing about Valley of Fire is it is a dog-friendly park, but you must keep them on a leash. Yeah, it gets a little tight in here in spots. On this day, it was fairly crowded, but it can be crowded down here. Notice that yellow and the pink there. Just amazing. Look at the veins from the calcite. Told you I like windows. Valley of Fire consists of bright red Aztec sandstone outcrops nestled in gray and tan limestone mountains. The sandstone is from the Jurassic period and is a remnant of sand left behind by the wind after inland seas subsided and the land rose. Early man moved into southern Nevada as far back as 11,000 years ago. The most obvious evidence of occupation is the petroglyphs. These were done by the basket maker culture about 2,500 years ago, followed later by the early Pueblo culture. Coyotes were living in this area in 1865 when Mormons settled at nearby St. Thomas in the south and end of Moapa Valley. Look at the veins from the calcite here. And again here, creating these patterns. We're now on the other side of the road, and we're headed towards the fire wave. Coming up on another little slot canyon. It's not very tall, but it's kind of narrow. Amazing to think that once upon a time these were all 1,000-foot sand dunes. Basically, what you're seeing out at Valley of Fire is there's two continents. There's one continent that's made out of limestone, and then the other continent that was mostly sandstone. And the limestone continent got pushed over the top of the sandstone continent, and eventually the limestone eroded, revealing the sandstone underneath, which is actually younger than the limestone. You see this feature all over southern Nevada. Following the veins. When you get out of this slot canyon, it opens back up, and the fire wave is going to be up to your left. You can usually see people. You just go up this little gully here is one way. That one. Here's the fire wave. That's it right there. Kind of similar to the one at Buckskin Gulch, but you don't need a permit for this one. Now we're headed back to White Dome. This is one of the canyons we came through earlier, and then we're going back the other way. Yes, people climb into that hole. I've been through here after it rains, and the sand turns into like a little like a chocolate color. Pretty amazing. Crows out here can be very talkative. See what I mean? That guy was going at it for a while. So this is the road. We're getting back to where we have to cross, and just follow that arrow back into the canyon. I don't know, this was just such a cool feature. Well, we hope you enjoyed our trip out here to Valley of Fire. It's a really cool place. You should get out there and check it out. And don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps us out.